Alright, so in this video, we are required to solve each of the following inequality. Okay? Now, the first thing we need to do is to look at the kind of inequality we are solving. This is basically an absolute inequality. And let me do a recall about absolute value. For instance, if I say absolute value of y is equal to 3, I remember that I've made an illustration like this before. What this implies is that there are two possible solutions of y. There are two possible values of y that will be equal to 3. That means that y could be minus 3, y could be minus 3, or y could be what? Plus what? 3. All right. So that implies that two possible solutions of y will return this particular what? Answer. So having understood that, so for this, and I said in the previous one of the videos that inequality doesn't return negative answer. It is either greater than or equal to 0. All right, I'm talking about absolute value. I'm sorry for that. The absolute value does not return. It can receive a negative value, but it cannot return a negative value. So the result is always greater than or equal to what? 0. Okay. So with that understanding, let's now solve this problem. And if you look at this, this is positive, this is positive. So if it is less than 7 here, it could be 6, it could be 5. All right. So there are two possible solutions for this particular problem. So we have what? Absolute value of 2x minus 3, right, is less than or equal to 7. So the two possible solutions could be plus into bracket 2x minus 3, right, is less than or equal to 7. Or we could have what? Minus into bracket 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 7. So these are the two possible solutions that will make this to be true. So now let's see. Plus, if you use plus to open this bracket, it will still give you what? 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 7. Then 2x is less than or equal to 7 plus 3. Because if 3 comes here, to become, plus, plus 3. So 2x is less than or equal to what? 10. Then x is less than or equal to 10 divided by 2. So x is less than or equal to what? 5. So for this one, we use minus to open this bracket. Minus times 2x, that will give us minus what? 2x. Minus times minus 3, that is what? Plus what? 3. It's less than or equal to 7. Then minus 2x, right, will now be less than or equal to 3 is coming here. Will now be 7 minus what? 3. So minus 2x is less than or equal to 7 minus 3, that is 4. Now, please note something. We are going to be dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which is minus 2. So that implies that the inequality sign will change here. So we can say that x will now be what? Greater than or equal to what? 4 over minus 2. So x is what? Greater than or equal to what? Minus what? 2. Now, let's do some check. Because this is an inequality, it's not equality. We have absolute value of 2x minus 3, right, is less than or equal to 7. So we want to check that absolute value of what? 2x minus 3, right, is less than or equal to 7. So when x is less than or equal to 5, what this implies is that x can either be less than 5 or equal to 5. So let's pick the extreme value of the maximum extreme value of x. So we can say that x is equal to what? 5 in this case. It can actually be less than. So let's plug it into here. So this will give us 2 into bracket 5, right, minus 3 is less than or equal to 7. 2 times 5, that is what? 10 minus 3 is less than or equal to 7. So if we solve it further, we are going to be having 10 minus 3. That's absolute value of 7 is less than or equal to 7, which is true. So it can either be less than or equal to 7. Then let's move on to the second one. We have x is greater than or equal to minus 2. So we have what? X is greater than or equal to minus 2. Now, the maximum extreme value of this one will actually be what? X is equal to what? -2. So any number greater than -2 will definitely be -1, and so on and so forth. So let's now plug it in. So that will be absolute value of 2 into bracket -2, right, -3, right, is less than or equal to what? 7. 2 times -2, that is -4 minus 3, is less than or equal to what? 7. -4 minus 3, that is absolute value of -7, is less than or equal to 7. And this is what? True. All right, so that is that about that. Now, having done this, let's now move on to the second one. Now, this one is actually a strong inequality. Less than or equal to and greater than or equal to, they are weak inequalities, right? They can say accept number in their boundary, but this does not. So we have to be very careful of this. So we have absolute value of n minus 4 is greater than 3. So let me move to the next page. So we have absolute value of what? N minus 4 is greater than 3. So there are two possible solutions for this one as well. That is plus into bracket n minus 4 is greater than 3. And of course, we have what? Minus into bracket n minus 4 is greater than what? 3. So this one will still return plus. We not affect anything here. To now be n minus 4 is greater than 3. Plus times n plus times minus is still minus. So n will be greater than what? 3 plus 4. So n is greater than 3 plus 4, 7. Okay? Then let's go to this one. Minus times n, that is minus n. Minus times minus 4, that's plus 4, is greater than 3. So minus n is greater than 3 minus 4. So minus n, right, is greater than 3 minus 4. That is what? -1. Now, if I'm dividing by the coefficient of n, the coefficient of n here is -1. Or if I say multiply through by -1, the inequality sign will change. Don't forget, if you are dividing or multiplying by a negative number, inequality sign will change. So we can say that n is less than what? -1 over 1, which is equal to what? -1 over -1. Minus cancel minus. So which is equal to 1. So basically, that equal to 1 is not part of inequality. So n is less than 1. That is what I'm trying to say here. Now let's now check. So how do we check? We have to be smart with this. So we check. We want to check if this is true. The absolute value of n minus 4 is greater than 3. So when n is greater than 7, now this is a strong inequality. So the extreme integer value that is greater than 7 means that n could be 8, 9, 10, and so on. So let's pick the minimum integer value. We can pick maximum anywhere and we'll still get the same result. So the minimum integer value here will be what? 8. That's all right. So if you plug it in here, we have what? 8 minus 4 is greater than 3. 8 minus 4, that is absolute value of 4 is greater than 3. So 4 is greater than 3. That is true. Then let's consider when n, for this other one, when n is less than 1. So let's think of the integer value that is less than 1. This implies that n could either be 0, could be -1, -2. So let's pick the maximum extreme value for n less than 1, which is what? 0. So if we plug it into the equation, we have what? 0, right? Okay, we have n is less than 1. So if n is less than 1, 0 is less. So we have 0 minus 4, right, is greater than 3. So this is 0 minus 4. That is absolute value of -4 is greater than 3. And absolute value of -4 is 4, which is greater than what? 3. I want to believe this video has helped someone. Please, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. And please check the next slide for information on how to give a donation to support what we do. See you in the next video. Thank you.